All praise, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the elder and apostle of Great Mason who do well and who taught us this 100% truth according to the scriptures. A peace, blessing, and salutation to Zakiam who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven, be on the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise again here on earth, without forgetting you women and the children out of there who are listening and learning well under the instruction of the men of the Lord. You have a news here. It say UN warns of humanitarian disaster if locusts swarm aren't stopped. And when these swarms of locusts started over here in East Africa, because Tanzania also is in East Africa. See, Kenya, it was heavy in Kenya and Somalia, man. This locust, they swept all the way from East Africa to Saudi Arabia. Now they are entering Pakistan and India, man. Pakistan, India, they are going all the way to Asia, man. And like I was going to the last lesson talking about how the locusts are the armies of the Lord, man. When you're talking about the armies of the Lord, you have many armies, man. You have the angels, you have the nation of Israel, you have the missiles, man. You have this damned locust, man. As the scripture tell you, these locusts, they are advancing in rank, man. They go in military formation, man. They are well disciplined. They eat everything which is green in front of them, man. And what does this symbolize, man? This is a spiritual meaning behind the coming economic collapse, man. Because when you go back in the ancient time, when you see these swarms of locusts, it indicates that there is a famine coming, man. Case in point, during the time of Egypt, when the Lord brought these swarms of locusts, man. The aim of which was to cripple the Egyptian economy. You see, but now you have many people living here on this earth, man. The Lord can send the locusts over this whole earth, you see, to destroy this world economy at once. But right now, he don't get like that, man. He don't get down like that. So this is just a symbol for the coming economic collapse. If you have ears to hear, you see, this locust, they symbolize an imminent economic collapse, man. It's like an omen, man. You see, the omen of locust, man. It symbolizes the coming economic collapse, man. Imminent economic collapse, whereas the grinder will cease, man. So let's go and listen to this Edomite right here.
If we do not have a successful control in the Horn of Africa as we speak, from now to June, the population of locusts can increase by 400 times very easily. And if the overall operation of control from now to the end of the year remains underfunded, unsuccessful for any reason whatsoever, we may shift from upsurge into plague. Plague means that the presence of locusts in the affected areas will spread over several years, 2 or 3 easily. And in that case, the impact on poverty, the impact on migrations, internal migrations, can be particularly important.
So this Edomite is telling you this locusts they increase exponentially. You see, they increase exponentially. Right here, I have an article from Economic Times. You know how Jake is. If you tell that this locusts they cripple economy, and it is an omen. For now, it is an omen for an imminent economic collapse. Jake won't get it. Let's go into this. Let's go into this. Let's see. This Economic Times. I thought they will show me something. Let me see if I can get this article through. Let's see. This is a locust linked with what you call agriculture. Let's see. You see that's a locust right there, man. They eat this motherfucker. They eat, man, non-stop. You know, you have this. It is known as Chandigarh Haryana Agriculture as a farmer. Welfare Minister Jai Prakash Dalali said that after the report of locust attack reported in Punjab and Rajasthan, the estate has also been put on high alert. Special supervision team have been constituted to tackle the situation and to spread the awareness about the same across the state and further to control the locust attack. You see, so this is an attack. That's why I call this locust an army, man. This locust is a very, very, very capable arm, man. This is a chess piece from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and this have a spiritual meaning to it, man. An imminent economic collapse, man. Whereas the state farmers will also get the pesticide at 5% subside he added. So that Edomite back there in that video, he was giving you a statistic. There are a certain number of locusts which when that number is reached, this won't be just a simple locust attack. It will be a plague. There is no kind of pesticides which can get rid of that number of locusts. Otherwise, this pesticide they will be in high concentration to the extent that instead of killing this locust, they will be affecting your normal life. That's the meaning of a plague, man. You can't control the plague, man. You see, the plague are brought by the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. There is no kind of pesticide that you can control, you can come with, so that you can control, man. It says the agriculture minister has also appealed to the farmer to inspect their field and immediately report the presence of any locust attack. So when these locusts they fall in your farm, man, they are like a cloud. You see, it's like a cloud. It's about to rain. When they come in your farm, they leave nothing in their field and they inform about the same to the local agriculture development officer. You see. So this is what it is, man. So these locusts are always associated with an imminent ceasing in production, man, affecting the what you call the you see, affecting the agricultural sector. If you affect the agricultural sector, you see, what come next? What come next is famine and starvation, man. If there is famine and starvation, what do you expect? See, what do you expect? What do you expect if there is a famine, man? It symbolizes that it symbolizes that there is an economic collapse. You see. So all of this, man, it is a plague of locusts right here. It's a plague of locusts, the UN one. This is 3 hours ago from BBC. Locust swarm UN one of famine in Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Somalia. It is not only the East Africa, man. These locusts are in India and everywhere, man. The East Africa region could be on the verge of a famine in a huge swarm of locusts devouring crop and pasture are not brought under control. A top UN official has told the BBC it will create a food crisis. Domenico, Bargain Director of Emergency for the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. So These locusts are always tied into agriculture, the sector of agriculture, where you get your food, man. You see, Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda are affected. Effort to control the infestation have so far not been effective. These pesticides are not of no use, man, because this is a plague, man. This is an omen. You see, it symbolizes an imminent economic collapse, man. You see, aerial spraying of pesticides is the most effective way of fighting the swarms, but countries in the region do not have the right resources, man. You see, so this is as a locust right here, man. Let me show you. That video is not playing, man. You see, that video over there is not playing. So this is swarms of locusts, man. This is swarms of locusts. Let's go and get some food. So you see, those are the locusts, man. Swarms of locusts. It's like a bed, man.
We've heard that they've come from all the way as far as Yemen and coming down through Ethiopia and Somalia and coming into northern Kenya. When they find somewhere where there's water, there's good habitat for them to have feed, then they reproduce and stay there for quite some time.
So this is 2 Ezra 15, starting at verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to slaughter. To the slaughter, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." So right now we are in time of 2 Ezra 15 and 10, man. The Lord is about to deliver us from Egypt, man, which is America, man, spiritual Egypt. Verse 11, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plague as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof." You see, as the scripture tell you, he will smite Egypt with plague as before. Verse 12, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blessing and the hail, and they will see a fearful constration. Woe to the word and them that dwell therein." So it is started with Egypt first. Then verse 14, it tells you woe to the world. So what does this mean? It simply means Egypt, America will be an epicenter, man, where all of this prophecy will take place, man. You see, the melting pot, we call it like that. See, but the scriptures will tell woe to the world, man. That's why you're seeing these locusts in Somalia, Tanzania, and they are sweeping all the way to the Middle East, to Pakistan and India, and they will control that. They will continue like that. See, so the scripture telling you the Lord will smite Egypt with plague as before. So let's go and see the plague of locusts, man. And all of these plagues, man, they have their own spiritual meaning, man. As a plague of locust, case in point, it was aimed to cripple the Egyptian economy before the Lord bring the final judgment. You see, and in any war, when these heathen are fighting, you see, before they go into an actual combat, what they do is they do what we call trade wars, man. Trade wars are not new. If you watch ancient movies, man, that's why we tell you movies speak volume. If you want to have the correct navigation when you are breaking down this scripture, you need to be into movies, you need to be into these musics and whatever you watch over the affairs of this world. Not partake, you just watch on the sideline so that you can have something to talk to. You see, because the prophet, what they speak is they speak things which happen in real life, man. when we go out of there in the highway and byway, we talk and warn the people about the things they are doing in everyday life. So in order to achieve that level, you need to be seasoned, man. How you will be seasoned through having as much as information, man. And this comes with watching ancient movies, especially the movies which talk about the Middle East, because that's where we come from, man. You have these people, case in point, Tazariak from ISPK, he doesn't get the marriageable age. Why? Because he can't picture it in his mind. That thing is not in his head. Why? Because he was raised according to the standard of Babylon, man, Egypt. You see? And the people think that this trade war they started when America came to power. No. If we watch ancient movies going back during the time of Alexander the Great, the Babylonian, sometimes history can lie and exclude certain things, man. But you need to know the basic. You can't go to a war with a country which is stronger economically than you. You need to first cripple the economy. And that's why the Lord, before he bring the third war, which is a final plague, he must first collapse this world economy, man. Then he will bring that war. Why? Because the Lord himself is a man of war, man. He commands thousands of armies, man. And one among his armies is this plague of locusts. So let's go and see. Back to Exodus. Is it Exodus 10 or 9? Let me see. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see locusts. You see. So this is Exodus 10 and 19. And the Lord Yahweh turned a mighty strong west wind, which took took away the locust. Let's go. Let's go to verse 12. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Mashah, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail have left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord Yahweh brought an east wind upon the land all that day. So this east wind, what is this east wind, man? This is another subject right there. This chariot of Yahweh Hashem, here they create these different forces, which brings this what we call this monsoon is wind, man. This monsoon is wind. They bring whatever the Lord wants to bring in that land. So these winds they brought locusts, man. It's always in the will of Yahweh Hashem, because he can control these winds, man. Through this chariot, man. Chariot can create tornadoes. Chariot can create hurricane. You see, earthquakes, man. You see, and all that night, and when it was morning, the east wind brought the locust, and the locust went up all of the land of Egypt. That's why we call the plague of locust. And they rested in all the coast of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such as they. Days after them shall be such. For they covered the face of the whole race, the known, yes, man, back in the day. So that the land was darkened, man. That's why I tell you, when the locusts come, they come like a cloud, man. They are very terrible, man. You just hear that somewhere there is locusts. Don't pray that these locusts come in your neighborhood. And they did eat every herb of the land and all the fruit of the tree which the hail had left. So what the locusts do, they eat every green thing in front of them. That's why I told you always these locusts are tied into economic collapse. That's why if you see now, you see this locust, you should be able to understand that is an omen, man. It symbolizes that the economic collapse is imminent. and there are remained not any green things in the trees, in the harbor, the field, through the land of Egypt. You see, that's it, man. You see? That's it, man. You have the coronavirus plaguing the economy. You have this locust, and you have this Edomite are doing what we call quantitative easing. They are continuing to print money out of thin air. See, see, they are continuing to print money out of thin air. So let's see what does the Lord speak about these people who do what we call an unjust balance. This Proverb 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. And what is a balance, man? That word balance goes back to that word weight. You see? So who do this an unjust weight? That is Esau, man. He give you a piece of paper, $1, $100, and in return you give him land. That is an unjust weight and a false balance, man. You see? Let's continue. Let's go to the laws, man. Let me see if I can find it. To the laws. Let me see. Let's go. Yeah, this is Leviticus 19 and 36. That's why the Lord is bringing this locust, man, as an indicator that the Lord is about to collapse this economy, man. Why? Because this Edomite have broken every law in the scripture, including the law of false balance, man. They create money based on thin air. As I tell you, the dollar is the money, what we call standard international currency or whatever, in which the dollar is used as an ACI unit in every exchange, and that is an unjust balance, man. If you have what you call gold, because you can't do anything with gold, you sell it to this Edomite. That's what this African country do. They sell really gold to Edomite, and what the Edomite do? They write them check, they give them dollars, which is an unjust balance, man. Let's go back to these farmers. If I have my tomatoes, my apples, I want to sell it, somebody give me a piece of paper. You see? So these heathen have broken every law, man. And the two said they are following them. And that's why the Lord don't delight in an unjust balance, man. And that's why he's bringing the economic collapse. And all the chess pieces are on impress, man. And you have the plague of the locust, which is upon the first of the earth, man. So let's go to Leviticus 19, starting at verse 35. Ye shall do no unrighteous in judgment, you see. That's the Lord, man, telling you, don't be unrighteous in judgment. Judge a righteous judgment in method, in weight, or in measures. Here you go, in weight, on measures. This is going into this monetary system. This system itself created to get money. You have this what we call affiliate markets, or whatever. You are driving an Uber. All of those are unjust weight and unjust measures, because you do works all day long, and Esau tell you, I will pay you at the end of the month. And what does the law tell you? If you make somebody work in your farm, you need to pay him at that day before the sun goes down. But what does Esau tell you? I will pay you at the end of this month, man. That's not a righteous judgment, man. A weight and in measure, man. Because what he pay you in terms of wage. The smallest payment you can get working for somebody, it is wage. So Esau will regard you like a cattle. And when a cattle work for you, what you give him glass to eat. You give it glass to eat. That's why Esau will regard you. He regard you as a cattle. You see, an ox. You see, even is a law command not to treat bad an ox which work for you. But what Esau do? He treat you worse than an animal. And then you have this two-sided trying hard to save Esau, man. Esau can't be saved. He have broken every law in this book, man. This little book, aka the Bible, man. So the Lord is going to put to death that motherfuckers, man. That's why you're seeing this locust, coronavirus. You see Kirachi virus, whatever virus is out of there, man. You see, verse 36, just balance, just wait, just if, and just hin shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgment and do them. I am the Lord Yahweh. So what did Esau do? He broke every law in the scriptures, man. That's why the Lord is bringing this judgment. He wanted to cripple his economy. He wants to bring him into a very fearful war, man. What you will see. And the chariot, let's go and get that. Let's go and prove that Esau is the thief the Bible speaks of, man. You see, Zechariah 5 starting at verse 1, it says, Then I turned and lifted my eye and looked, and behold, a flying Lord. What is that, man? A chariot looking like a seagull, like a flying Lord. And he said unto me, What thinkest thou? And I answered, I see a flying Lord. And the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that steals shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And Esau swear. The Bible prohibits you to swear. So this man broke every law, man. I will bring it forth, says the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. Who is this? Esau, man. False balance and just wait in the hin. He didn't observe that, man. And into the house of him that swears false by my name, you see, East Edomite holds the Bible and they swear in the Lord's name. See, like things like that, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and they shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stone thereof. You see, so the point of this video is these locusts you are seeing are not normal locusts. That is an omen, man. We filtered it through the script and the history, and they see that locusts are always linked to an economic collapse, man. And back in the day, when people see the plague of the locusts upon them, they start in bewailing, knowing that the coming year will be hard. Why? Because these locusts are going to eat every live tree and the crops, man. But right now, the economy is set up into these different measures, the balance. So if you see this locust, that is a spiritual sign that the Lord is about to bring an imminent economic collapse, because these locusts have always been linked to an economic collapse. So with this I say shalom. I hope you brothers are edified. On to the next shalom.